going ahead with the surface finishing, we had started with paints. Next, we have types of paint. A few of these we have already covered. We start with what is enamel paint. Now, enamel paint is available in different colors. It contains mainly white lead or zinc white. Then, apart from this, it has oil or petroleum spirit or resinous matter. Okay, this particular paint will dry very slowly, and the surface formed by this paint is very hard and durable. Surface provided with this paint does not get affected by acids, alkalis, fumes of gases, hot and cold water, steam, etc. Can be used for both internal and external walls. In order to improve the appearance, it's usually required, or it is desirable to coat with titanium white in linseed oil before coating with this enamel paint. So it's kind of a primer, right? Titanium white in linseed oil can be used as a primer, first coat, and then you can go for this enamel paint. The next is graphite paint. This is used on iron surfaces which come in contact with ammonia, chlorine or sulfur gases. So this will be again in black color, and it's used mainly in mines and underground railways. Next is inodorous paints. Okay, so inodorous means it will not have any smell. So there will be no turpentine used in this paint. But white lead or zinc white mixed with methylated spirit can be used. White lead or zinc white is again ground in oil. And shellac is basically a resinous substance obtained from a bug. So this is an organic substance. I've just shown this in the picture here. Okay, a lot of time this is used in a few cosmetic products. So it has very vibrant colors, you can see over here. So shellac can be used in linseed oil or castor oil, or it is dissolved in methylated spirit. Now this kind of paint is not really very durable, but if you want something to fast dry and something which is temporary, you can go for this particular type of paint. Methylated spirit evaporates and shellac remains on the surface, so that gives it a very good color. Okay. Next is luminous paints. This paint contains calcium sulfide with varnish. The surface on which luminous paint is applied usually shines. As the name suggests, it will shine very well, like a radium. You have seen those, where have you seen radiums? Maybe on the roads or maybe in your watches and all. So it will shine something like that. So a lot of times it will be used in your highway networks. Okay. Usually what happens is anywhere basically where the light will be less and you need more reflective surfaces, then this kind of paint will be used. Okay. Next is oil paint. This is an ordinary paint and it can be generally applied in 3 coats, okay, in varying positions. They are termed as primer, undercoats and finishing coats based on the chronology. The first one will be primer, the second coat will be called undercoat, and the last coat is called finishing coat because it's usually applied in 3 coats. This paint is usually cheap, easy to apply, and it possesses good opacity. Opacity is you don't see it, the transparency is not there. Okay, but it is slightly low on the gloss. Okay, now oil paint should not be applied during humid or damp weather. Why? Because it will block in the moisture. So if you are going to apply oil paint, what is the primary requirement is that the surface has to be very dry. Presence of dampness will always affect the life of oil painting. Okay, so it's advisable to redecorate the surfaces finished with oil paint with a coating of fresh oil paint only. You cannot go for something with oil paint and about that eventually you can't coat with something else. Okay. The layer of old oil paint serves as a foundation for the fresh paint. So you can't go for oil paint and over oil paint you can't go for distempered. Okay, that will not work. Then plastic paint. Now these paints are very commonly used nowadays. This contains the necessary variety of plastics, okay, which is available in the market under different trade names. Okay, plastic paint can be done by brush painting, spray painting, and when it comes to appearance, plastic paints will be the most beautiful. They are available also in very beautiful colors. Okay, this is used a lot in showrooms and auditoriums. Plastic emulsions are actually they are not recent. They are dated way back in 1955, but of late they have become very famous, okay, because of the compounds like vinyl acetate and acrylate. These are usually held in water. Okay, when these plastic paints dry, the water will evaporate and a film of binder pigments will be formed on the surface. Even their surface coating, around 15 square meter of wall can be coated in just 1 liter. Okay. Uh, okay. With this, we come to a end of types of paints. Now, this is something I have found on the net, and this is about the types of finishes. Okay, on the surface. So first is this matte finish, or it's also called flat paint. So there is no shine, there is no reflection, nothing. Okay, but this kind of paint also has its own look. It looks good. Okay, so this will provide a non-reflective surface. Why do you need a non-reflective surface? Usually, reflective surface will always give you disturbance. Imagine if your glass was painted with reflective surface. Okay, that glare, and there will be a lot of disturbance. So you do not want a very glossy finish everywhere. Matte paint requires lesser number of coats. Okay, it's perfect for new construction. It's perfect for dry walls, ceilings, low traffic areas like bedrooms, then dining rooms. Okay, cleans easily with damp sponge, but it will be damaged if cleansed with a cleanser. Then eggshell paint is one of the most popular type of wall paint. Eggshell finish provides a low sheen and a soft, smooth finish, just like a true eggshell. Perfect for low mid-traffic areas like hallways, living room, entryways, and family rooms. It's more washable than flat sheens, and it resists stains and scuffs. Okay. Then satin paint, widely considered as more versatile, best finish for the walls inside the home. Satin paint finish provides elegant and almost pearl-like finish. You might have seen this in a lot of living rooms. Okay, a lot of hotels, the restaurants, and all. You'll find this kind of paint being used. Ideal for indoor. Now, what is this mildew? Mildew is basically a type of fungus. Okay, and this particular paint can handle this fungus, and fading also it can resist. Okay, it's easier to clean and it's lower on the gloss finish. Okay, works well in busy indoors such as playrooms, offices, children's bedrooms, as well as the areas exposed to moisture such as kitchens, bathroom, laundry rooms, outdoor spots like trim shutters and sidings. Right? After that, we have a semi-gloss paint and high gloss paint. As the name suggests, semi-gloss will be even more reflective than the satin paint, and high gloss will be more reflective than the semi-gloss paint, as the name suggests. Now, because it offers higher resistance to moisture, it works well in areas with higher humidity. While it's easier to clean than the other finishes, semi-gloss will show most blemishes on the wall and ceilings. Okay, white and off-white paints in semi-gloss gives room brighter appearance, and then whites in the other finishes. Okay, high gloss offers the highest reflection. It gives shine, glass-like finish, and popular for doors, cabinets, molding, and trim. Provides curb appeal for outdoor spots like shutters and window casings. Semi and high gloss sheens require more coats than less glossy finishes. Apply to smooth and clean surface for fewest layer of paint and best results. Yeah, so next we have defects in painting. The first one being blistering, we have already seen this. What is blistering? This is caused because the water vapor is trapped behind the paint. Okay, and eventually it's trying to come out. So in the process, it's creating kind of bubbles onto the surface. Okay, this can be because of imperfect seasoning, excess oil, anything can be the reason. Okay, next is bloom. Bloom is actually formation of dull patches. Can you see here? This is bloom. Okay, the formation of dull patches on the final finished surface. Okay, this is again due to defects in the paint or because of bad ventilation. Okay, next is fading. As the name suggests, there will be gradual loss of color. Okay, and this is mainly due to the effect of sunlight on the pigments. A lot of times I told you in distemper and all, you will see this a lot. When you have four walls painted in the same color, many times you will notice the wall which is subjected to sunlight has changed its color and sometimes changed its shade. Okay, that is because of the reaction of the sunlight with the pigment used for the color. Next is flaking. Flaking, everyone knows, small portion of the surface sometimes becomes loose and it starts flaking out. This is due to poor adhesion. Okay, next is flashing. Okay, now what is flashing? Flashing is sometimes there are glossy patches which are seen on the paint. Like if the paint you are painting for a certain amount of sheen. Sheen means shine basically. So you are painting for certain finish, shiny finish, and suddenly in between you see excess gloss. Okay, that is called flashing. Okay, this is basically because of poor workmanship. Okay, or it can even occur because of weather conditions and quality of paint. Okay, next is greening. This is when the final coat doesn't have enough of opacity. Okay, the coat becomes very transparent, then what is painted on the previous surface can be easily seen. That is called greening. Okay, running is when the paint runs back and leaves small areas of surface uncovered. You can see here the paint is very it has moved down. Okay, and here there is no paint. There is no covering. This red thing that can be seen. Okay, so that is called greening. That is called running. Next is sagging. Sagging means when the vertical or inclined surface is not too thickly painted. Okay, then the sagging can occur. So you see here, this is sagging. So it's not properly painted. The paint is kind of falling down. That is called sagging. Then is saponification. Saponification is basically formation of patches, soap patches. Okay, what you can see here is saponification. So this is basically patches on the painted surface, and this is due to the chemical action of alkalis. Okay, present in the surface. And the last is wrinkling. Wrinkling you can see here, the gray one. Wrinkling is when the horizontal surface is too thickly painted. Okay, then this particular surface, this particular defect can be seen. Right. Next is varnishes. We will go for varnishes in the next one.